You're lying in bed. You just finished watching something. You're tired. And without deciding to, without a single conscious thought, your thumb reaches over, grabs your phone, and opens the exact same app you closed 90 seconds ago. You're not even enjoying it. You're just scrolling. Swipe, 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 hunting for something, and you don't even know what. An hour disappears. You feel worse than when you started, and tomorrow you'll do it again. If that sounds familiar, I need you to understand something because it's going to reframe your entire relationship with your own brain. You are not weak. You are not lazy. You are being hunted. And the thing hunting, you knows exactly which button to push because it's the same button that kept your ancestors alive for 2 million years. Let's start by killing the biggest myth about dopamine because almost everyone gets this wrong. Dopamine is not the pleasure chemical. It doesn't make you feel good. That's not its job. Dopamine is the wanting chemical. It's the chemical of craving, of anticipation, of the chase. It's the voice that says, go get that. You need that. One more. Pleasure is what you feel when you get the thing. Dopamine is what makes you go get it in the first place. And this distinction is everything because it means your brain can make you desperately want something that doesn't actually make you happy at all. It can drive you toward a thing with enormous force and then leave you feeling empty the second you have it. Sound like anything you did today? Now, why would evolution build a system like this? Because it worked. For nearly all of human history, dopamine was pointed at things that were genuinely hard to get and genuinely good for you. Finding food. That took effort, tracking, patience, and when you finally got it, that spike of reward burned the whole experience into your brain so you do it again. Finding a mate, earning status in your group, building shelter, discovering water. Every one of these was difficult, effortful, and survival critical. And dopamine was the carrot on the stick that dragged our ancestors out of the cave to go and do them. The system had a beautiful built-in fairness to it. Big reward required big effort. You wanted the hit, you had to earn the hit. And for 2 million years, that link between effort and reward held, and it made us one of the most driven, relentless, capable species that has ever existed. And then, in the blink of an evolutionary eye, we broke it. Here's the trap, and it's genius in a horrifying way. Your brain still runs that ancient program. It still fires off dopamine to reward you for behaviors that look like they should be valuable. But we now live in a world engineered to trigger that reward over and over for absolutely no effort at all. Think about what a social media feed actually is. It's an endless stream of novelty, new faces, new drama, new information, unpredictable rewards, delivered instantly, forever, for the price of a thumb twitch. To your ancient brain, that fire hose of novelty looks like the single most valuable resource it has ever encountered. So it floods you with dopamine, screaming, "This is important, keep going, don't stop." It has no idea you're just looking at strangers dancing. It thinks you've struck gold. This is what people are really pointing at when they say fake dopamine. It's not that the molecule is different. The dopamine is completely real. What's fake is the reward it's promising. Your brain is paying you a survival level reward for a nutrition level nothing. And this doesn't just apply to your phone, it's ultra processed food engineered in labs to hit sugar and fat and salt in combinations that don't exist anywhere in nature, hijacking a system built for berries and meat. It's video games designed with reward loops tuned by psychologists. It's pornography, an endless supply of a supernormal signal our ancestors would never have encountered once in a lifetime. It's gambling, it's online shopping, it's the little red notification dot. Every one of these is what scientists call a supernormal stimulus, a fake trigger so much stronger than anything in nature that your instincts can't help but chase it, even though it gives nothing back. It's like a moth that evolved to navigate by the moon, now flinging itself against a light bulb. The instinct was perfect. The world just changed faster than the instinct could. But here's where it goes from annoying to genuinely dangerous, and this is the part nobody tells you. Your brain is obsessed with balance. Neuroscientists describe it like a scale, with pleasure on one side and pain on the other, and your brain desperately wants that scale to sit level. So every single time you get a spike of dopamine, your brain responds by tipping the scale the other way, toward pain, to bring you back to neutral. A small hit, a small dip after, no big deal. But when you're slamming that scale with spike after spike after spike, hundreds of times a day, every scroll, every bite, every refresh, your brain fights back hard. It starts tearing out dopamine receptors. It turns the whole system down to protect itself. And now you have a problem because with fewer receptors, your baseline drops below neutral, below zero. You need the stimulation now just to feel normal, just to feel okay. And that flat, restless, joyless, empty feeling you get the moment you put the phone down, that's not boredom, that's withdrawal. You've been paying yourself so much cheap dopamine that real life, a walk, a book, a conversation, a sunset, no longer registers. It's too quiet. It doesn't spike the scale anymore. The cruelest part of the trap is that chasing the fake stuff slowly destroys your ability to enjoy the real stuff. Now, let's be fair, because this video would be dishonest if it wasn't. Dopamine is not evil. You are not supposed to feel guilty for enjoying things. The goal is not to become a monk staring at a wall. The problem was never pleasure. The problem is the broken link between reward and effort and the sheer volume and speed of these fake hits. A great meal, a hard workout, finishing a project, a deep conversation, these give you dopamine too. So what do you actually do about it? You do the one thing the system is designed to stop you from doing. You reintroduce effort. You make the reward cost something again. When you feel that pull to grab the phone, the itch, and you don't, and you just sit with the discomfort for a few minutes, you are doing something powerful. You're letting the scale settle back to level. Do that consistently. Take real breaks from the cheap stuff, and your brain starts rebuilding those receptors. Your baseline climbs back up, and slowly, the quiet things get their color back. The walk feels good again. The book pulls you in again. Boredom stops feeling like a threat and starts feeling like space. You are not trying to feel nothing. You're trying to feel real things again at full volume instead of drowning them out with static. Because here's the truth at the bottom of all of this. The same drive that has you trapped scrolling at 2 a.m. is the exact same drive that built cities, crossed oceans, and put footprints on the moon. Dopamine is not your enemy. It is the most powerful engine evolution ever gave you. It was meant to point you at things worth wanting. The whole game of the modern world, the entire business model of the richest companies on earth, is to hijack that engine and aim it at a screen so it drives you in a tight little circle, forever, going nowhere, while they profit off every lap. So the real question isn't whether you have the drive. You do. You have the same relentless engine your ancestors used to conquer a planet. The only question is who gets to hold the wheel, them or you. Choose carefully, because right now, something is reaching for that phone. And it's time to decide whose hand it really is.